Locker did seem like
Sarcasm
he'd be a
font.
good punt returner
You think so?
or linebacker.
Maybe so.
But, yeah, I mean,
What do you
this
think?
is,
Trevor Lawrence coming in? Is it just immediately going to make the Jags a threat to the Titans in the AFC South?
No. I mean, if so, then
gone
I
poorly.
take back everything I've said about Urban Meyer. But, yeah, they're going to be a bad team this year, and I'm sure he'll take his lumps. But, look, someday, could he be a guy who torments the Tennessee Titans and their fans? Oh, absolutely. Sure. Absolutely he could.
I mean,
But he might handle it with more class
Now-
based on his interviews.
maybe so. And you've also got to factor in where he is as well. Jacksonville has not made the best decisions in terms of their coaching staffs, the people they've put in their organization, the rosters that they've built at times. I mean, there's a lot in the NFL that has to go right. Now, when you get an Aaron Rodgers or a Patrick Mahomes or an Andrew Luck, someone in that ilk, that changes a lot. I mean, that makes you more attractive in free agency. There's a lot of positive attention around your franchise. Sometimes they just win games by themselves. I mean, that absolutely happens in the NFL. But it still doesn't mean you can just be a total disaster around Trevor Lawrence and expect that he's just going to make up for all of it. Like, you've got to have some sort of competence going along with him in Jacksonville.
Yeah, I mean, look, I think they're going to be a pretty bad team. Now, they do. I mean, they have, decent offensive line. I don't hate their receivers. I mean, they're not going to be necessarily like a 3-13 kind of team, but they're probably going to be pretty bad this year, and he's probably going to look like a rookie, and you just have to get through that. And, look, I'm very interested to see what Urban's offense is going to be at the NFL level, too. A lot of questions. But you're right. Jacksonville's just so weird because they built up this incredible roster.
Yeah.
A roster that was so good that Blake Bortles was on the verge of beating Tom Brady in the AFC Championship game a few years ago, right?
Then everybody just
And then all of a sudden
fled.
they all hated each other, apparently. And
Yeah.
it was just rotten from the top down. But maybe they got to figure it out now.
I'm interested to see, and I don't know if they're going to keep him around for very long or not, but just look at the hair combo they've got going on right now with Trevor Lawrence coming in and Gardner Minshew there as well. I mean, you talk about legendary stuff. If I have a quarterback coming in the league, I want my quarterback to be mentored by Gardner Minshew. That's what you want.
That's a good point. That is a heck of a hair combo. There
That really could speed up the process for the Jags.
There were some recent photos of
Yeah.
Did you see these?
Oh, yeah.
Was he like a cowboy modeling session or something?
It was great.
The mullet's looking good, man.
You know, our friend Todd from Jacksonville, he was all about
Is he weighing in?
I don't know. He was all about some Gardner Minshew. Didn't really have time for Trevor Lawrence earlier on in the season when the Jags were 1-0.
Yeah, you can't root for him now, Todd.
But, maybe you have both on the table. Maybe a trick play or two for Minshew coming in there.
That's true. Minshew could be their Taysom Hill.
Port, do we have a winner in today's trivia question for the Nashville SC tickets?
Yes, we do. Danny on our text line correctly answered that the country that Landon Donovan scored the dramatic goal against in the 2010 group stage to advance to the round of 16.
That was good.
I had to remember all that at the top of my head. Was Algeria.
Very nice. I remember that game.
Yep.
I remember the call. That was the first time in my life where I was like, hey, soccer's pretty cool. Really. Like, I mean, I never played it. I didn't have a lot of experience watching it at that point, and I watched the 2010 World Cup. That was really like my first experience watching soccer, and to see that goal was pretty awesome.
That was very cool. World Cup, I remember in 2002, I was staying up till like 4 or 5 a.m. to
I wasn't allowed to
watch
do that.
that
too.
one. Yeah, you were, what,
10.
6th grade? Yeah.
Less than that. It's 4th grade.
Yeah.
Great times. 2002. Ryan Porth, I'm impressed you remembered
Impressive.
all that off the top of your head. It's a good day for you.
Thank you. What are y'all doing complimenting me
Well, it
so
was a
much
bit
in
of
the
a-
last
it was
15 minutes?
It was a bit of a struggle yesterday. I mean, there were some things going on.
Yeah.
There was some.
You're on the struggle bus yesterday.
I mean,
man.
it was, yeah. I mean, there was a lot of moving parts yesterday you were trying to figure out. Today's been, I mean, you have, this ship has sailed smoothly today, and I credit you for it.
Well, thank you. I appreciate that.
Absolutely.
You're getting better, man.
And hopefully my voice is back at 100% tomorrow so I
We're
can yell
hoping
free
so.
beer.
We're hoping so. Predators taking on the Blackhawks tomorrow, game 2 of this series this week. I'm going to put you on the spot right now, Joe Rexrode. Do the Predators finish it off this week? Do they complete the sweep of the Blackhawks Wednesday and on Friday and finish the season 8-0 against Chicago?
I think they split in Chicago.
Okay.
I think the Blackhawks respond with the appropriate amount of desperation Wednesday, and then the Preds get them back Friday, and Dallas is going to gain. So after this week, I think it's going to look very much up in the air. But 4 out of 6 points, you're fine.
I say the Predators do it.
Yeah?
I think they finish it off. I just don't like the matchup for Chicago. I think there is something to, as we talked about with C-Mace earlier, kind of a goaltender being in your head at some point, and I think they finish it off. Now, I think it's going to be close. There'll be some close games. I don't think they're going to win 5-2 again, but I think they finish it off this week. They complete the season sweep, 8-0. And Preds fans, they'll eat that up. That's for sure.
That's true. If they don't make the playoffs, does that get a banner?
Maybe so.
8-0 versus Chicago this year?
That's a good one.
They should still have a We're Vibin' banner put
They
up there.
absolutely should. We'll see if we can get that
no
done.
Doubt.
Just like the banner that we have in our studio right now.
That's right. That does it for us today here on Robby and Rexrode. We'll be back 6 a.m. tomorrow. Darren, Donica, Chase coming up next. This is ESPN 102.5 The Game.